Welcome back to the channel, Coin Lovers. Today we're diving into the top 5 most valuable and expensive Washington quarters. While most quarters are worth only 25 cents, a few rare and special issues have become treasures that sell for huge amounts in today's collector market. Some of these coins are so rare that they can bring thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars at auction. Let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter stands as one of the most iconic coins in American history, a symbol of strength, heritage, and artistry. Today, we shine the spotlight on the extraordinary 1965 Washington quarter, a coin that carries both historical importance and strong value in today's market. Despite being in circulated condition, this coin without a mint mark has captured the attention of collectors and investors who recognize its rarity and its place in the fascinating journey of U.S. coinage. To understand the greatness of the 1965 quarter, we must revisit its history. This was the very first year when the U.S. Mint transitioned from silver coinage to a new copper-nickel-clad composition. Rising silver prices in the early 1960s forced the government to take decisive action, as the intrinsic value of silver quarters had begun to exceed their face value. The 1965 Washington quarter thus became a trailblazer, marking the dawn of a new era in American money. The obverse of the 1965 quarter retains the timeless portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His dignified profile faces left, with the word Liberty boldly above, "In God We Trust" positioned to the side, and the date 1965 anchoring the bottom. This design continues to inspire pride and respect, capturing Washington's legacy as the first president of the United States. On the reverse, we see the powerful heraldic eagle with its wings spread in majestic fashion. The eagle clutches arrows in its talons to represent readiness and defense, while the olive branches beneath symbolize peace. The inscriptions "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "$quarter" complete this patriotic design, making it one of the most recognizable reverses in all of American numismatics. What makes the 1965 quarter particularly unique is its absence of a mint mark. The U.S. Mint deliberately omitted mint marks between 1965 and 1967 as part of an effort to discourage coin hoarding during the silver shortage. As a result, every 1965 quarter was struck without a mint mark, a detail that adds intrigue and historical significance to this already fascinating coin. Collectors appreciate the 1965 quarter not only for its design, but also for its groundbreaking composition. Unlike its silver predecessors, this coin is made of a clad copper-nickel alloy. It marked the beginning of a new chapter in coinage, one that reflected the economic realities of its time. This dramatic shift in materials gives the 1965 quarter its special place in history. Rarity plays a major role in the desirability of the 1965 quarter. While millions were minted, the majority entered circulation and were used extensively in daily transactions. Finding an example in circulated condition that still displays sharp detail is highly prized by collectors, as most have been worn down after decades of use. The very survival of these coins in collectible form is what drives their growing value today. For collectors, condition is everything, and even circulated 1965 quarters can command attention. When a coin still retains its design clarity despite wear, it becomes an appealing piece of numismatic art. Collectors see circulated examples as an opportunity to own history at an accessible level, while still benefiting from the rarity that comes with age and the special status of this first-year clad issue. Demand for the 1965 quarter has remained consistently strong in the numismatic market. Enthusiasts recognize that this coin represents a turning point in U.S. coinage history. As more collectors focus on complete Washington quarter sets, the 1965 becomes a must-have issue, making it one of the most sought-after non-silver quarters in the entire series. The current market value for circulated 1965 quarters has risen steadily over the years. In today's action market, collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that exhibit strong detail and minimal damage, even in circulated condition. This is because the historical importance of this coin outweighs any ordinary wear, and its significance ensures that its market value continues to grow. Investors and collectors alike see the 1965 quarter as a coin of opportunity. While not made of silver, Its rarity and status as a first-class quarter give it a built-in demand that few other modern quarters can match. The strong market for these coins highlights how their importance is increasingly recognized, especially by those looking to secure valuable and historically meaningful additions to their collections. For anyone collecting Washington quarters, the 1965 issue is absolutely essential. Its presence in a set elevates the overall value and prestige of the collection, and no serious numismatist would consider their quarter series complete without it. Its combination of historical first-year significance and collector demand makes it a cornerstone coin. Tips for collectors include closely inspecting the condition of their 1965 quarters. Even circulated examples should be checked for clear detail on Washington's profile and the eagle's wings. Preserving these coins in protective holders ensures that their condition remains stable and their market value continues to appreciate over time. Another important tip is to stay alert for auction opportunities and marketplace trends. The 1965 quarter is an actively traded coin, and values can fluctuate with demand. Smart collectors watch the market carefully to secure their coin at the right time, and many have seen their investments grow significantly in just a few years. This coin's appeal lies not only in its rarity, but also in its story. The 1965 quarter tells the tale of America's economic changes, its innovative approach to coinage, and its ability to adapt to new challenges while still honoring tradition. Owning one is like holding a piece of history that connects directly to the financial and cultural shifts of the 1960s. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar, struck without a mint mark and preserved even in circulated condition, is a coin of undeniable significance and rising value. Its role as the first-class quarter, its rarity in collectible condition, and its strong demand in today's market make it a must-have for both collectors and investors. This is a coin that embodies resilience, history, and value, ensuring it remains highly desirable for generations to come. Next up, the 1968 Washington quarter without a mint mark shines as a truly unique and valuable treasure in today's collecting world. Even in damaged condition, this coin commands strong attention and continues to rise in demand because of its rarity and historical significance. The year 1968 was a pivotal one in American coinage. Just a few years earlier, the U.S. Mint had completely transitioned away from silver coins due to the rising cost of precious metals. By 1965, quarters were struck from a copper-nickel clad composition, and the 1968 issue represents one of the early examples of this new era. Collectors recognize the importance of these years as the foundation of modern coinage, and the 1968 quarter is firmly positioned within this crucial period. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His bold and noble profile faces left, with the word Liberty proudly displayed above, "In God We Trust" elegantly to the side, and the date, 1968, positioned at the bottom. Even in damaged condition, the enduring beauty of this portrait remains clear, making the coin a work of art, as well as a symbol of American strength. On the reverse side, we see the majestic heraldic eagle with its wings spread wide, perched above a bundle of arrows, signifying readiness and power. Beneath the eagle are olive branches, a timeless emblem of peace. The inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar complete the design, creating a powerful combination of artistry and symbolism. What makes the 1968 quarter particularly interesting is its lack of a mint mark. In 1968, mint marks were being reintroduced after being absent from coins between 1965 and 1967, but not every coin carried them. A 1968 quarter without a mint mark is automatically identified as having been minted at Philadelphia, and this small detail gives it a special identity that collectors are quick to recognize and prize. Collectors know that rarity is not always about low mintage numbers. It can also come from unusual circumstances, design changes, or distinctive features. The 1968 quarter without a mint mark fits that description perfectly. Its combination of transitional history, unique identity, and widespread circulation has made it one of the more desirable quarters from the late 1960s. While many 1968 quarters were minted, very few remain in collectible condition today. Most have seen decades of use, which makes examples even in damaged condition still attractive to collectors. The fact that a coin has survived over 50 years and retains enough of its design and features to be recognized as a 1968 issue already adds tremendous character and historical depth. Condition always plays a role in a coin's appeal, but for the 1968 quarter, the demand extends beyond condition alone. Collectors understand that historical significance can outweigh surface damage, and this is why coins like the 1968 quarter remain in strong demand even when they are not pristine. Their value lies in the story they tell, as well as their place in the evolution of U.S. coinage. The collector market today is showing increased enthusiasm for quarters from the 1960s. With so many collectors focusing on completing full Washington quarter sets, every date and variety becomes essential. This ensures that even coins in less than perfect condition, such as the 1968 without a mint mark, are still highly sought after. Their desirability continues to grow as more people discover the importance of these transitional issues. In terms of market value, the 1968 quarter without a mint mark has been steadily climbing. Collectors are willing to pay strong premiums for examples that carry historical weight, regardless of their appearance. In today's action market, even damaged coins can achieve impressive prices, as long as they are identifiable and represent key issues in the Washington Quarter series. This steady demand highlights the fact that collectors are not just purchasing coins, they are investing in history. The 1968 quarter is not just a piece of currency. It is a time capsule from a changing America, when the nation adapted to economic pressures while still preserving the artistry and pride of its coinage. For investors, the 1968 quarter represents stability and growth. Its historical placement, combined with its rising collector demand, means it holds excellent potential for future appreciation. Coins like these prove that numismatics is not simply about silver content or precious metal weight. It is about rarity, historical moments, and collector passion. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1968 quarter without a mint mark, tips include looking carefully for strong detail around Washington's portrait and the eagle on the reverse, even if the coin shows wear or damage. Protecting such coins and holders can help preserve them for the future, and over time, even damaged coins gain value as their rarity becomes more recognized. Another valuable tip is to monitor auctions and private sales, where rare examples frequently appear. Many collectors overlook damaged coins, but smart buyers understand that these pieces are part of a limited supply, and once they are secured in collections, they become increasingly harder to find. Acting quickly and wisely in today's market ensures long-term gains. The story of the 1968 quarter is ultimately one of survival and significance. Each coin tells a tale of transition, resilience, and change in American history. To own one is to hold a reminder of how the U.S. Mint adapted to new challenges while still producing coins of lasting beauty and national pride. The Washington quarter dollar of 1968, without a mint mark and even in damaged condition, is a rare and valuable collectible that continues to shine in today's market. Its place in history, its distinctive features, and its strong collector demand ensure that it remains a treasured coin for those who seek value, rarity, and meaning in their collections. The 1968 quarter is not just a coin. It is a piece of America's enduring legacy. Next up, the 1982 Washington quarter with the D-Mint mark stands out as a fascinating coin with unique attributes that make it highly desirable in today's action market. Even in circulated condition, this coin carries exceptional value and demand from collectors across the world. The year 1982 is especially notable in U.S. coinage history because it marked the discontinuation of official mint sets. This decision meant that the Denver and Philadelphia mint coins issued in circulation that year were the only way collectors could obtain pristine examples. As a result, demand for quarters from 1982 skyrocketed, since no special uncirculated mint set examples were available to collectors directly from the mint. The obverse design of the 1982 quarter proudly features the familiar portrait of George Washington, created by John Flanagan in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. His profile, facing left with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year 1982, conveys dignity, leadership, and timeless American pride. This design has remained a fixture on U.S. coinage for decades, making the 1982 issue instantly recognizable and deeply symbolic. On the reverse side, the quarter showcases the powerful image of the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, grasping a bundle of arrows, with an olive branch below. The inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar complete the classic look. This combination of strength and peace resonates strongly with collectors who admire the artistry of mid-20th century American coinage. The D Mint mark on the 1982 quarter signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint. Coins from Denver are always of great interest to collectors, as they often carry subtle differences in strike quality compared to those minted in Philadelphia. The presence of the mint mark itself, prominently located on the obverse, adds to the coin's identity and collectability, giving it a uniqueness that enhances its value. What makes the 1982 quarter so special is its scarcity and higher grades. Because no official uncirculated mint sets were issued that year, most surviving examples are those that went straight into circulation. This means that finding well-preserved pieces is incredibly difficult, and even circulated examples hold considerable demand. Collectors understand that the limited survival of quality specimens makes this coin a standout in the Washington Quarter series. Rarity is not always about the absolute number minted, but rather about how many coins remain in collectible condition decades later. The 1982 D quarter embodies this truth. With millions struck for commerce, most have long since been worn down through daily transactions. This makes every surviving piece a little rarer with each passing year, especially for those seeking to complete full sets of Washington quarters. The circulated condition of a 1982 D quarter adds character and tells its own story. Each mark and sign of wear is a reminder that this coin was part of everyday American life during the early 1980s. Collectors often appreciate such history, knowing that these coins not only hold monetary value but also reflect the culture and economy of their era. In today's collector market, the 1982 D quarter continues to rise in demand. Whether it is pursued by seasoned numismatists or new hobbyists, this coin occupies an important role in any collection. It fills a key spot in Washington quarter sets and is recognized as a piece that cannot be easily substituted, driving its desirability even higher. Market values for this coin vary, but even circulated examples are sought after and can fetch surprising premiums compared to other modern-era quarters. Well-preserved pieces can reach even higher values, with prices climbing steadily at auctions and private sales. The action market is showing no signs of slowing down for this issue, and the 1982 D quarter remains a hot item for collectors. Investors also see the 1982 D quarter as a strategic addition to their portfolios. Its historical significance, combined with its scarcity and higher grades, makes it a coin with potential for long-term growth. Even circulated examples hold strong market value, proving that rarity and collector demand are more important than condition alone in some cases. For collectors, one valuable tip is to always keep an eye out for well-struck examples with clear details on Washington's portrait and the eagle's feathers. Even coins with circulation can hold strong value if their design elements remain sharp. Protecting these coins and holders is another smart move to preserve their condition for future generations. Another tip is to watch auction sites and coin shows carefully, as the 1982 quarters are often undervalued when sold in bulk lots. Savvy collectors know that securing these coins today is a wise decision, since demand will only continue to rise as more people seek out these transitional-era pieces. Acting decisively in today's market ensures future gains. The beauty of collecting the 1982 quarter lies in its balance of accessibility and rarity. While it is still possible to find examples in circulation or in dealer inventories, the challenge of locating well-preserved coins makes the pursuit exciting. Every collector who adds this piece to their set knows they are acquiring a significant and sought-after part of numismatic history. Ultimately, the 1982 D Washington quarter tells a story of change, scarcity, and lasting value. It reminds us of a time when the U.S. Mint altered its practices in ways that had long-term consequences for collectors. That decision has made the 1982 quarter one of the most fascinating and desirable coins of the modern era. The Washington quarter dollar of 1982 with the D Mint mark, even in circulated condition, is a rare and highly valuable collectible that continues to shine in today's action market. Its history, distinctive features, and scarcity in uncirculated form ensure that it will always command strong demand. This coin is not just pocket change. It is a lasting treasure, a symbol of American resilience, and a worthy investment for every serious collector. Next up, the 1978 quarter without a mint mark has attracted special attention from collectors and investors. This coin, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, has become a highly desirable piece in very fine condition, carrying strong demand in today's action market and delivering significant value for those fortunate enough to hold it. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It's designed by John Flanagan, featuring Washington's dignified profile on the obverse, was chosen to symbolize leadership, patriotism, and the enduring legacy of America's first president. By the late 1970s, the coin had already become a staple of everyday commerce, and the 1978 issue carried forward this proud tradition. The obverse of the 1978 quarter showcases the timeless portrait of George Washington, facing left with inscriptions that highlight both national pride and faith. The word liberty appears boldly above, while in God we trust rests to the left, with the date 1978 positioned at the bottom. The absence of a mint mark is what makes this coin distinct, signaling that it was produced at the historic Philadelphia Mint, a detail that adds to its collectability. On the reverse, the coin features the powerful heraldic eagle, wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows with an olive branch just below. The inscriptions United States of America and E Pluribus Unum circle the design, along with the denomination $quarter at the bottom. This striking imagery of strength and peace resonates with collectors and remains one of the most admired reverse designs in U.S. coinage history. The lack of a mint mark on the 1978 quarter is what instantly sets it apart. While coins from Denver carry the D mark, Philadelphia coins from this period were produced without one, making them recognizable at a glance. For collectors, this distinction matters greatly, as it identifies the origin of the coin and often influences its demand in the numismatic marketplace. One of the defining factors that makes the 1978 quarter so appealing is its condition. Coins found in very fine condition retain much of their original detail, with Washington's portrait sharp and the eagle's feathers well defined. This level of preservation signals that the coin has been well cared for, increasing its desirability among collectors who know the difficulty of finding such examples from a period when quarters circulated heavily. Although millions were minted, rarity comes not from low production, but from survival in high-quality condition. The majority of 1978 quarters were used in everyday commerce, meaning many became worn down beyond collectible quality. Very fine condition examples stand out from the rest, making them rarer than their sheer mintage numbers might suggest. This is why collectors are eager to secure them while they are still available. The rarity of these coins is further emphasized by the fact that they represent a transitional period before the launch of the Washington quarter's commemorative designs in later years. This makes the 1978 issue a classic example of the original heraldic eagle reverse that so many collectors admire. Owning such a piece means holding onto a slice of numismatic history that will never be recreated. In today's collector market, the 1978 quarter without a mint mark has seen a significant increase in demand. Both seasoned numismatists and newer hobbyists recognize the value of adding this piece to their collections. Its combination of age, condition, and historical importance makes it a cornerstone for Washington quarter sets, as no collection feels complete without it. The action market for this coin is very active, with values climbing steadily as collectors compete to secure well-preserved examples. Even in very fine condition, this coin commands a premium compared to more common quarters, reflecting its scarcity in collectible grades. Auctions and private sales consistently showcase the strong interest and rising values associated with this issue. Market values for the 1978 quarter can vary depending on condition and demand, but collectors are increasingly willing to pay strong prices for coins in very fine condition. The action market has established this coin as more than just change from the late 1970s. It is recognized as a valuable asset with appreciation potential in the numismatic world. Investors and collectors alike see the 1978 quarter as a coin with long-term growth prospects. Its unique status as a Philadelphia Mint issue without a mint mark, combined with the enduring popularity of the Washington Quarter Series, ensures that demand will continue to rise. Every year that passes makes very fine examples harder to find, which further drives up their market value. For collectors seeking this coin, one tip is to carefully examine the details of Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. The sharper these details are, the more value the coin holds. Protecting it in a coin holder or slab is also important to preserve its very fine condition, ensuring that it retains its desirability for years to come. Another smart move for collectors is to keep an eye on bulk lots or estate collections. Many 1978 quarters are still overlooked, and careful searching can lead to finding examples in very fine condition at reasonable prices. Acting now to acquire them is wise, as competition in the market is only growing stronger. What makes this coin particularly exciting is that it represents the perfect balance of accessibility and rarity. It is still within reach for dedicated collectors, yet finding it in very fine condition is challenging enough to make the pursuit rewarding. That balance is what fuels the strong and lasting interest in the 1978 Washington Quarter without a mint mark. In conclusion, the Washington Quarter Dollar of 1978, struck in Philadelphia without a mint mark, is a rare and highly desirable piece of American coinage. In very fine condition, it shines as a treasure of the Washington Quarter Series, with strong demand and ever-rising market value. This is not just a coin. It is a powerful symbol of American history, a prized collectible, and a wise investment for anyone in today's action market.